Hi guys, welcome back to my kitchen yet again. Today we're going to do my take on Chipotle chicken. So we're going to do some standard Chipotle chicken breasts, which we're then going to shred or pull, however you want to call it. And we're going to serve that with a rice that I'm flavouring with a few Mexican flavours, and also I'm going to do a nice sort of onion apple salsa to go with it. So without any further ado, I'll get you straight over to the kitchen and we'll get you started on this wonderful dish. So first things first with this dish is you've got to get that oven on straight away. We're going in at gas mark 7 to preheat that oven. We need to get that nice and hot before we even contemplate putting our chicken in there. Whilst that's getting nice and hot, we're going to get our dishes ready. I'm going to show you the ingredients first and then we're going to move on from there. So I've got two huge chicken breasts. One is absolutely fine for one person. I'm cooking two because this is a dish that I can actually quite easily have cold the following day and have no worries at all. We've got 2 tablespoons of Chipotle paste. We have got an assortment of herbs and spices. I've got some chives, I've got some black pepper, got a little bit of rock salt in there, I've got some cayenne pepper, some smoked paprika and some turmeric, and somewhere amongst all of this I've also got a few crushed chilies in there just to liven up that flavour a little bit. We've also got our rice, which we're going to get on the boil very soon. 1 lime, 1 apple. We've got about 1/3 of a red onion, rough chopped. I've got 1 garlic clove already finely chopped. I've taken the tips of 2 chili peppers. The reason I've not chopped them up any further right now is I want to show you how to get rid of all of those seeds. So all I've done is I've just sliced them open. And with that, that's pretty much everything we're going to need. So we're going to get started straight away in getting our Chipotle paste ready for our chicken. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get these chilies de-seeded. So once you've sliced them open, you just take a teaspoon and you can literally just scrape the inside of those chilies. Oops. Like so. That removes those seeds and removes any of the white that's still in there as well. Like so. Just tuck that to the side for now. Make sure you wash your hands thoroughly after dealing with chilies. You do not want those hands anywhere else. So we're going to very finely chop up our chilies. We're only using a small amount of both the red and the green because we're not wanting to completely knock our socks off with the flavour. We want to taste that chili. We don't want to burn the roofs of our mouths. For people that want more chili, then yeah, put more chili in. It's all according to taste with the amount of chili that you want to put in. But I would recommend, if you're not a fan of spicy foods, put the smallest amounts of the chilies in and forgo the crushed chilies in our spice blend, just to have that little bit of flavour in there. You can buy mild Chipotle pastes. This one is a hot Chipotle paste, if I remember rightly. I'll double check that and I'll put in the comments below if I was right or wrong. but I do like a little bit of spice every now and then, and this dish is definitely going to give us that spice. So what you're going to do with your red and your green chilies, you're going to half that mix. So half is going to go with the chicken and half is going to go into our salsa. So in a small bowl, dish, jug, take half of those chilies, throw them in, take all of that garlic and throw that in. Take a small handful of the red onion and throw that in. Most of that red onion we're saving for our salsa. Into that we are going to put all of that chipotle paste. Into that we're going to put the juice of half a lime. A splash of lemon juice. I've run out of whole lemons, so I'm just going to use some bottled lemon juice, and then we're going to give our herbs and spices a little blend through, and we're going to put the majority of that into there as well. So what we're going to do with that is we're just going to mix that all together. Set that to the side. Into our lovingly lined tin we are going to put those chicken breasts. In, and then we are going to spoon that mix on top. Most of it anyway. Keep a little bit to the side because we'll want that a little bit later. And then using a pastry brush or your fingers if you don't mind, just blend that over the top of your chicken, making sure it's well and truly coated in those fantastic spicy flavours. Now what you can do at this stage, if you want, is, if you can do it, let's get a better knife than that one, is just take a slice or two wedged out of your lime, the whole one you've got left, or the whole half you've got left, and pop that on top. And that didn't work, but that can go there, that was fine. Let's get one more, hopefully. I'm going to invest in some new knives just to give that little bit extra flavour whilst it bakes. So this now we're going to cover with our foil and pop that in the oven, and that's going to go in at gas mark 7, and that's going to go in covered for about 25 to 30 minutes. So it does take a little bit longer, but once that's ready those flavours are going to be absolutely beautiful. So let's get that straight in the oven now. So whilst that's cooking away nicely in the oven, we're going to take the rest of that onion and we're going to throw it straight into the jar or bowl that you had our chipotle in. We're also going to throw in that leftover chili, and we're going to squeeze what's left of that lime into the top there. The last of those herbs and spices goes in. Good glug of lemon juice. We're going to blend that all together. Just to get that nicely coated. Sit that to the side, because now we're going to get our apple ready. Now there's two ways to do this. If you've got a mandolin, then by all means do use it. It's going to be a lot quicker for you if you have got one. But all we're going to do is we're going to slice into our apple like so. Sorry for your ears there. Set that to the side, and all we're going to do is we're going to slice our apple into matchstick size pieces. This is obviously where a mandolin comes in very useful, because it's going to be a lot quicker. And we just throw that straight into our chipotle blend. Now at this stage you may find that you need a bigger bowl. That's absolutely fine, but what we're also going to add to this is we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of cider vinegar. And if you bear with me, I'll just transfer that over to a larger bowl. Do. That'll do. We just get that straight into there. Scrape all those bits and pieces out, because we're going to want those, and just give that a good thorough mix. At this stage, give it a little taste. Wow, that's good. You may find at this point you want to add a little bit more salt or a little bit of pepper or anything like that. I'm actually really happy with that. So I'm going to leave that as is. All I'm going to do now is I'm going to cover that and get that straight in the fridge. So after you've cleaned down your work surface, you're going to get your pan of boiling water. You're going to add your rice straight into there. We're also going to throw in the squeezed limes. And I'm going to add a touch of turmeric to that as well. And then a little pinch of salt and a little pinch of pepper. And we're going to get that back onto the stove. We're going to boil that as you would any other normal rice. So as we said yesterday, it's about 10 to 15 minutes for this rice, but easy cook or quick cook rice can be 5 to 7 minutes, not a problem at all. So with all of that cooking, all you need to do is keep an eye on the pan, make sure it doesn't boil over, listen out for your timer of your chicken, and when one or the other's ready, I'll be right back. Alright guys, it's been half an hour for me, and that's that chicken looking absolutely perfect as that's coming out of the oven now. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take our chicken, pop it to the side, like so. And we're going to shred that chicken up. So to do that, you're just going to take 2 forks and you're just going to stab your chicken and then start to rake it with the other fork. It starts to shred that chicken up really nicely. So with your bowl of shredded chicken that you've got, you're just going to pour on some of that juice that came, some of those cooking juices that you had, and just blend them in. Give them a good little mix. So we're just going to plate that up. We're going to give ourselves a nice helping of that shredded chicken, like so. And that was just one breast, and that can easily feed 2 people with one breast. They were large breasts, I'll give it that. But when you shred the meat, it just goes so much further. To that we're going to add some of that beautiful salsa we made, our apple onion salsa. Onto the side of that, we're going to put a generous helping of our lime rice. And no true dish of mine is going to be complete without a little bit of parsley. So I'm just going to sprinkle the tiniest of amounts on the top like that. And there you have it, guys, one beautiful take on a Chipotle chicken. I've got a nice red onion and apple salsa there, our lime rice. If you've liked this video, then please hit that like button. It lets me know that you want me to keep doing these videos. If you haven't already done so, then please subscribe to my channel. That way it will let you know every time I upload a new video. I'm going to go and sit down and enjoy my dinner. I hope you guys enjoy your dinner as well. And without any further shenanigans, I'm going to say bye-bye, and we'll see you next time. Thanks ever so much.